Hi everybody, this is a Stalevar channel, and today we are starting the second part of my journey. And it's a very interesting journey, and I'm, as maybe you can recognize, Terminal 3 of London Heathrow Airport, and what I am doing here. So, the reason why I am doing the connection today here is this plane, Airbus A320, flying to Gibraltar. Yes, it's quite exotic, because I can tell you that the story is that Gibraltar was previously not so popular on demand in earlier mid of 20th century, because it was mostly the military base, and still there, the military base of Commonwealth, and it's only shared with public transportation, civil airport there. But later, due to dispute between Spain and UK about the status of Gibraltar, Spain prohibited other flights to Gibraltar from other countries except UK. So if you wanna to come to Gibraltar as an airport, not by ground, by land, you need to fly from UK, mostly from London. There are several flights from, as I remember, Manchester, London, and maybe a couple of other cities, but anyway, you need to go first to UK and you need visa. So people who are living in Europe, they cannot go directly to Gibraltar by land or by flight. They have to have either Schengen visa or UK visa or special visa, but directly, especially for Gibraltar. So, and I got my UK visa this year, and I'm ready to go to Gibraltar. This is a pretty common standard flight on Airbus by British Airways, but the main thing is that how airport looks like. So I'm flying today to the Rock, and the airplane is landing on a strip which is perpendicular to the entrance of Gibraltar. When we come there, I will show how it looks like, and here now I will add some map. You will see how it looks like. Because there is a connection out of EU, it was a security check, an additional check of my boarding pass on the connection, and I had to spend some time also to clarify my status about my seats, because as you remember, I mentioned that I couldn't select the seat, and I was told here in London that unfortunately the airplane is full, so I had to keep my aisle seat. So again, I can't make a video today, but I will do the video about departing from Gibraltar and other things tomorrow, because I got the seat near the window for tomorrow flight from Gibraltar. So today will be just general observation as well first, and then departure from Gibraltar. So see you later. Despite the fact that this is an old airplane, the cabin was refurbished and sockets and USB were added.
I'm good to 100 incoming. There's 5 of them today and in charge in the cabin, looking after you as well.
That's what you get for free during the flight.
Hours later.
What a view from the airfield! So here is Gibraltar Airport quite active place actually, because a lot of tourists are coming here. So that was the flight to Gibraltar. What a sunny, nice place. However, there are some clouds which are scratching the rock there, and generally it's still summer here. Very, very nice, warm autumn. So the flight was absolutely normal and easy, like a 2 hours 25 minutes. Unfortunately, again, I was not sitting near the window, so I had to just spend my time there. But hope that tomorrow I will show you in the second part of this video the departure. Just for curiosity, I was very intensively asked by security and by border officers what's the purpose of my trip, and I answered that I'm doing some YouTube blog about aviation and airport and so on, and they were quite cautious, asking a lot of questions, but everything is fine, because definitely it's very interesting and not common, and I haven't seen people doing a lot of YouTube things about Gibraltar, because it's not a common place and not easy to come, as I said previously, just from UK. This airport is partially military one, that's why they have a lot of security here to be sure that nobody will harm or something, and public airport is just partially used the airfield. So I will do now very nice interesting thing, because to go to Gibraltar itself there, I need to cross the airfield, and this will be hilarious by walk. So all the attributes of United Kingdom, including post letter boxes here. Funny. So one of the unique things connected with Gibraltar is that to go to the city you need to cross the airfield. So previously in 2018 I made it by car, but nowadays they made a tunnel around, and this is now just a pedestrian crossing. You can imagine, here is my airplane actually. I came here. So this is the famous The Rock, and the city which is located around that. So I'm literally going around and going through the airfield. How cool it might be! Like a pedestrian crossing with green traffic light that I can cross the airfield, and never ever have seen such things before and after. Only Gibraltar have this. So this is a windy day, but everything is fine. So here is like a pedestrian line and bicycles from the both sides of this. Theoretically you still can cross by car, but it is closed because over there in the end of the strip, landing strip, there is a tunnel nowadays, opened in 2023. So you can imagine how cool this is. So you're just crossing and then you are directly entering Gibraltar city. That's pretty that. So that was today's super adventure. I hope you like it. It's much more important than the flight itself. You see the traffic light? You are just crossing the airfield. Tomorrow it will be flight back. It's also very interesting to show you the Gibraltar itself, how it looks like, and how the airfield looks from above, from the rock down there. Historical bastions and crossing through the rock, through the tunnel. So let's go and see it. old streets of Gibraltar. So here we are, near the castle, famous one, on the halfway to the upper part of the rock. Up there it's like a 50 minutes to go. Not today, definitely. So here is the airport, airstrip, which goes perpendicularly to the entrance, and it's a half military, half civil one, and that's the point. Here is Spain actually, and here is Gibraltar, so you have to enter through the airfield to get to this city. And city goes all along the rock itself. Here is the top of the rock up there, and I'm somewhere in the middle of that. So here is the strip of Gibraltar airport. There is Spain over there, and from here Gibraltar starts. This is the Mediterranean Sea, and this is too. There I was crossing today the airstrip. No airplanes now, because it's just a couple of flights per day.
The next day.
So, good morning everybody. This is a normal morning walk back to airport. So I'm walking back to airport to fly back to London, and you see that the rock is scratched by some cloud, but nothing rainy or something, it's just windy. And I'm walking, crossing the airfield again. It's totally another story how it looks like. So let's see how will be the departure from airport. So I hope that wind is not so strong. So you see, airfield still empty. There is a rock. They're preparing for the first morning flight, which will be my flight today. A lot of people are coming from Spain to work in Gibraltar, and even going back, not just tourists, because it's like migration between two countries. So they are closing the gates because airplane is coming. Wow, how is cool. People should rush to go. So when the wind goes from east, it scratches the rock and made everything humid, because the wind from sea meet with this area, and inside the city it's very humid. They name it Levante cloud, and it goes right ahead towards to the west. The left side of the rock was always like a dune, famous one, and the right side is quite greeny, as you see. So you see the castle and the fortification there. I was there yesterday filming back, so you see how high it is. Now we will meet the airplane coming and landing on this strip. How cool it should be. So the gate is closed. Everything is ready. The last people are crossing the airport, and everything is ready for the airplane to come. Special machine is cleaning the airstrip out of some belongings which may fall from the pockets of people, perhaps some magnets and other things. So he cleared the path where the airplane is landing. Interesting. course, it's not my plane, but another one in the morning. My plane will come soon as well, but I will not film it because I need to go to airport. But how cool it is to see. So here the airport, they used maximum space to build that new one quite recently because old one was very small. Due to limited space because of border, which is over here near the palms, they can't build it bigger. That's why the capacity is quite limited. So here is the clean zone. Check. There is still an issue with my visa or passport. System is not properly scanning me, and they had to double check and double check and double check. It happened in Helsinki and happened now in Gibraltar. Yesterday in London they also were checking more carefully. Something corrupting that, perhaps because I used UK visa just to go to Gibraltar, not entering UK. That's funny. After the short street of shops, there is just a quite small boarding area. Nothing specific. Well, for such kind of airport it's okay. What is really hitting that place is that this smoking area, technically smoking, but you can see everything here from here. So cool. So here is 2 EasyJets to Bristol and something else, and my flight Airbus A320neo actually, as I see, going to Heathrow. So it's the coolest way to wait for your departure, and people are going there still, crossing the pedestrian line, by pedestrian line, the airfield. So that's what they have today: Bristol, Birmingham, London, Heathrow and Gatwick. So here how's boarding happening?
Got it?
My row is still empty and I have a chance. Now crossing this pedestrian way, sitting in the plane. All the green upper part of the rock is a Gibraltar Nature Reserve, where the famous Barbary apes are living. Also there is located Skywalk, famous trail to do the hiking. very end of strip. You see the sea 20 meters from me. Wow. Now when I left the airport, I can tell you that as yesterday and today, security were following me, checking if I am fine and what I am doing, because I mentioned yesterday on a border that I am somehow a YouTuber doing video about airport and other things, and because again it is a half military base, they need to appraise the level of security quite high. So but they were extraordinarily polite and friendly, and everything was fine. We spoke a lot about different things and this and there. I showed them a couple of my videos and photos that what I am doing, where I am flying and so on. So it was great to meet these guys. Maybe they will become my subscribers as well. So they're generally very nice guys in Gibraltar, and how it was. So now I'm flying back to London to make a stop back to Finland. There is a Wi-Fi on board, but I can't use that because I'm not a member of BA club. I'm only a Finnair member, so unfortunately I can't use that, or I should pay.
If you want, you may support the channel financially. Information about this is stated in the description below the video. This will help the channel develop further, and my videos will come out more often. Thanks in advance to everyone. Actually, I'm quite surprised that the quality of surface of airfield and airstrips of Heathrow Airport is not good at all.
Available mark to London Heathrow Terminal 3. Attention to course may and move on Hampton and Cornwall over the road. You may now make a few calls as well as boarding services and Cancard electric train. Until the hour around is completely clear and our crew will be on hand to assist you. On a personal note, I'd love to say a big thank you to my passengers today.
Cabin crew doors to manual cross-check, please.
So that was my incredible flight to Gibraltar and back, especially back. It was very nice to see the departure, well, because I had a window seat and other things, and airport is very nice, small but very nice, with this fantastic balcony with a view on the field and on the city, whatever. So this is really incredible place to come and try. So I hope they enjoyed this. Now I am going back to Helsinki by normal flight. They had little delay, one hour. It will be simple and old Airbus, so nothing specific, so I will not video my last flight today. So thank you for watching. Please place your comments and put thumbs up, subscribe if you like it. I hope to show you new interesting places. So see you in my new videos. Bye for now, guys.